Floyd, you made 230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on, I ain't see IROS in that ring taking no blows, and I'm supposed to send them. Yep, you're supposed to send them their cut. That's the way it works. And what's so disappointing with me, Skip? Floyd Mayweather has gone through this before. What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your
Is Mayweather broke?
Are y'all new here?
Yeah.
Is he broke?
Yeah.
He's broke.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharpe has remained one of the most outspoken critics of Floyd Mayweather Jr., particularly when it comes to his financial image and public persona. Mayweather's brand is centered on wealth, the identity of Money Mayweather, constantly displaying stacks of cash, luxury cars, high-end watches, private jets, and extravagant properties. Recently, Sharpe has pushed back harder, questioning not just the image but the substance behind it. He has openly asked where Mayweather's money is going, and whether the fortune he promotes is as secure as it appears. Sharpe's questions are direct. If someone is genuinely that wealthy, why feel the need to prove it so often? And if the finances are as strong as claimed, why are there controversies surrounding certain purchases or financial obligations? For Sharpe, the issue isn't success, it's consistency between the public image and the financial reality.
What do you make of it?
No, I don't like it. The man has made over $500 million.
$500 million?
In his last 3 fights. You're 50-0. You said you want to retire at 50-0. You said this was the last. Skip, I watched him be talking to Stephen A. Says, I'm done. I ain't coming back for no amount of money. I'm done. Come on, man. Come on, Floyd. This should be beneath.
If someone truly possesses the level of wealth Floyd Mayweather Jr. claims, constant displays wouldn't be necessary. Real wealth is often quiet, stable, and secure. It doesn't require daily proof. That's the core of the argument made by Shannon Sharpe. Sharpe has suggested that Mayweather's flashy lifestyle may reflect branding more than financial substance. One of his main criticisms revolves around what he sees as repeated contradictions. Mayweather frequently presents himself as financially untouchable, referencing massive earnings and showcasing large sums of cash. At the same time, there have been widely reported financial issues, including substantial IRS tax liabilities and public discussions about debt and gambling-related disputes. These reports have been documented and discussed publicly, adding complexity to the image of unlimited wealth. For Sharpe, the issue isn't simply about money, it's about consistency. He questions whether the larger-than-life financial persona fully aligns with the realities that occasionally surface.
So the money's really gone.
Yeah, that's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money.
All that money.
It's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone. Trust me. Now it's like you call him, he'll be at your local host in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
There have been reports that Floyd Mayweather Jr. owes significant back taxes and has even requested extensions to delay certain payments. For someone who promotes the image of unlimited wealth, that naturally raises questions. The issue isn't simply about having debt. Many wealthy individuals manage liabilities at different times. The criticism focuses more on perceived hypocrisy. If you're publicly posting photos surrounded by stacks of cash and emphasizing immense net worth, why would the IRS be pursuing overdue payments? This is the point Shannon Sharpe highlights when questioning Mayweather's financial narrative. His argument suggests that if the wealth is as vast and liquid as portrayed, meeting tax obligations promptly shouldn't be a challenge. To critics, that gap between the bold public persona and reported financial complications represents one of the most notable contradictions in Floyd's carefully crafted money image.
It's worse, your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami, and many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro. As I've always said, it's hard to make money, but it's even harder to keep it. Floyd.
But the tax issues are just part of why Shannon Sharpe has been vocal. Floyd Mayweather Jr. built his reputation on wealth, claiming to have earned hundreds of millions over his career, yet Sharpe sees a different side behind the glitz. One major concern is Floyd's exhibition fights, often against lesser-trained opponents or social media personalities, where the focus appears to be more on payday than on proving skill or protecting a legacy. For Sharpe, these bouts signal a troubling shift. It's no longer about legacy in the ring, it's about keeping the cash flow going. He argues that if Mayweather were truly financially secure, there would be no need to keep stepping into the ring against opponents who don't pose a legitimate challenge. To Sharpe, this pattern raises red flags about priorities and the motives behind these high-profile exhibitions.
Yeah, as you often say, you're just a guy with a job. I have a job, though. So who would you fight next?
And guess what? Your job don't pay like my job.
Well, it depends.
Your job don't pay like my job.
That brings me to another point. Why are you coming back?
I can make $200 million in 18 months because I want to. Because I want to come back and steal some more money. Is that okay with you?
It's fine.
Okay,
I enjoy watching your fights.
Okay.
Who might be next?
Shannon Sharpe has criticized Floyd Mayweather Jr. for staying in the game longer than necessary. According to Sharpe, Floyd keeps fighting not for sport, but to maintain the image of being on top and to keep the money flowing. It's about attention, not the actual competition. Sharpe emphasizes that this behavior contradicts the principles of true wealth. Real wealth doesn't need constant validation or public display. It's steady, secure, and doesn't rely on recognition. By repeatedly putting himself in situations where the financial gain is temporary and the legacy isn't expanding, Mayweather risks undermining the very foundation of his reputation. Instead of using his platform to demonstrate sustainable wealth building, Floyd appears more focused on projecting the image of having it all, even when it's uncertain how long that all will last. Sharpe sees this as a key disconnect between the persona of Money Mayweather and the realities behind the scenes.
Money made all day. You know, right here, the light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20.
Eddie Hearn has echoed concerns similar to those of Shannon Sharpe, pointing out that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s financial situation may not match the image he projects. Having seen the inner workings and numbers behind the sport, Hearn suggests that Floyd might be exaggerating his wealth, an observation that carries weight given his experience. Joe Rogan has also commented on Mayweather's financial habits, noting that his continued participation in exhibition fights for massive paydays doesn't align with someone who is truly financially secure. Floyd talks openly about his fortune, yet he keeps taking fights that hold little sporting value and seem motivated purely by cash. Critics like Hearn and Rogan raise the question: if Mayweather really had the financial freedom he claims, why would he continue taking these low-risk, high-pay fights? Why keep chasing money when true security would allow him to walk away?
Boxing. Just
also
like
money.
Just like but I don't even think he don't need any money.
He spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any. Floyd,
Are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's planning for the future, you got to keep it coming in if you're going to keep spending the way he spends.
Yeah, but I think he has a lot of other business interests that he can get money from.
Hopefully.
And not just boxing. But it's the drug of getting Floyd still trying.
Mike Tyson has also shared his thoughts on Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s approach to money. Having experienced both the peaks and pitfalls of financial success himself, Tyson suggested that Floyd should focus on enjoying his wealth rather than constantly proving how much he has earned. However, Shannon Sharpe sees it differently. For Shannon, the issue isn't simply enjoying life, it's about managing wealth responsibly. He believes Floyd is too fixated on appearances, prioritizing flashy displays over long-term financial security. While Tyson's critique centers on Floyd's self-proclaimed greatness, Sharpe highlights a dedeeper concern: a pattern of obsession with image that could undermine real stability.
He was 84-0, right?
89, 90-0 before he lost.
89-0
Wow.
So it's
Don't
not...
tell me about you the greatest fighter with 50-0, nigga. You're great, no doubt about it, nigga. 50-0. Chavez had 90.
Yeah.
He's fighting like what, 8 times a year.
Yeah, it's more to it than
whoever
that.
fought him. Whoever's in the rankings.
Well, I think it's all subjective.
Picking whoever you are, come on.
I think there are more metrics and more measures.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. continues to flaunt his lavish lifestyle, but Shannon Sharpe argues that much of it is smoke and mirrors. According to Sharpe, Floyd isn't living like someone who's truly financially secure. The latest controversy erupted over Floyd's claim of buying multiple luxury apartments in Manhattan. He posted on social media, boasting that these high-end properties were now under his name. However, it was later revealed that the claim was false. Floyd didn't actually own the apartments. This incident is seen as another attempt to maintain his image as a real estate mogul, despite the facts not supporting it.
And I'm pointing like this because all of them. We're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do.
This fueled even more criticism, suggesting that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may be more focused on appearing wealthy than on making sound financial decisions. For Shannon Sharpe, this stunt perfectly illustrates his ongoing point. It's not about true wealth, but about the performance. Floyd is selling an illusion, one where he's always on top and in control, yet the reality doesn't align with the image he presents to the world.
See that he's lying and fraud, and when you look into his paperwork, everybody say the paperwork's still into the person's name who owned it. So he going around fraud and taking false pictures.
The issue is that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s public persona relies heavily on this carefully crafted narrative. He wants to be seen as untouchable, always victorious, and perpetually in the winner's circle. Yet, as more details emerge about his financial troubles, dubious claims, and constant need for validation, it increasingly appears that his fortune may be built on a fragile house of cards. The facade is starting to crack. From tax issues to questionable exhibition bouts and false claims about luxury real estate, the image of Floyd Mayweather as the ultimate money king is far less secure than he portrays.
You know what's crazy? People are always in my fucking business, worried about what I'm doing, what Floyd is doing, what Floyd ain't doing, what I do got, what I don't got. Just know.
Shannon Sharpe isn't criticizing Floyd Mayweather Jr. out of jealousy or to tear him down. He calls it as he sees it. To Sharpe, Floyd is a man who has squandered a rare opportunity. He could have been the perfect example of turning boxing success into long-term financial security, showing others how to invest wisely and build lasting wealth. Instead, he's caught in a cycle of flashy moments and short-term gains. Floyd had the potential to create a legacy that extended beyond the ring, yet has built a brand centered on wealth that feels increasingly hollow with each passing day. For Shannon Sharpe, the real tragedy isn't that Floyd isn't rich, it's that he could have achieved so much more with the platform and resources he had but chose spectacle over substance.
He's the late 40s now, still fighting with these random people in random places.
Yeah.
For 5 million here, 10 million there.
No, he's just a big spender. You can't spend like that, you know? Like,
this guy has a lot of chains.
So many chains, bro. Chains, that's a depreciating asset.
Yeah.
Get yourself something.
Criticism of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s finances has been mounting, coming from voices even fans might not expect. Stephen A. Smith, long a supporter of Floyd, didn't hold back during a live ESPN broadcast, delivering comments that shook the Money Mayweather image. "I'm deeply disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters," he said. "My brother Floyd Mayweather." This wasn't a hot take meant for clicks, it came from genuine concern, a mix of confusion and heartbreak. Stephen A. questioned, is his daily and monthly overhead so high that the money is just gone? And then added the harsh reality, trust me, it's gone. Now, if you call him, he'll be hosting at your local nightclub because he needs that action right now. It was a striking moment. Smith wasn't attacking Floyd, he was witnessing someone he admired at the top of his game and now wondering if the empire he built might be quietly unraveling. It wasn't hate, it was heartbreak.
Which is why I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather.
Adding fuel to the controversy, Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s lavish lifestyle keeps drawing scrutiny. During the 2024 Super Bowl weekend in Las Vegas, he reportedly splurged over $1 million on a luxury suite at Allegiant Stadium and placed high-stakes bets on the game. While these displays fit his well-known public persona, they also raise serious questions about his financial priorities and whether such spending is sustainable. Criticism from figures across the sports world underscores a growing skepticism about Mayweather's financial claims. Even as he projects an image of unparalleled wealth and success, the gaps between his public persona and the available evidence suggest that the Money Mayweather story may not be as rock-solid as it appears.
Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharpe's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing
Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s legacy as one of the greatest fighters of his generation is facing unprecedented scrutiny. The focus isn't only on the quality of his opponents or the fights he avoided, it's on how ego, unchecked spending, and mounting legal battles are slowly eroding more than just his bank account. The issue has shifted from dollars to deeper measures: value, relevance, authenticity, and legacy. And quietly, in real time, Mayweather is losing ground on all of these fronts, even as headlines continue to chase his name.
Money made all day. You know, right here, the light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20.
James Toney, a fighter with more grit in his pinky than some modern stars have in their entire bodies, didn't mince words. Floyd Mayweather isn't the greatest. And this wasn't shade, it was insight from someone who's been in the trenches. Toney fought in an era of blood and grit, where champions faced legends at their peaks, not cherry-picked opponents for a polished record. From his perspective, Floyd played the timing game, avoiding prime dangers, taking calculated risks, and leaning on marketing over raw challenge. Legends like Julio Cesar Chavez in his prime were bypassed, while Shane Mosley, Oscar de la Hoya, and Miguel Cotto were all met past their best years. Mayweather built a flawless record, but he guarded it like a Faberge egg.
Yeah, right.
I came up under the best.
Yeah, this has all been a very smart marketing play. I get that.
Yeah.
I mean, I went down to see your mate Conor McGregor fight Floyd Mayweather, and it was a fascinating thing to watch.
Yeah.
I never actually thought he could beat Floyd Mayweather, but
he did great.
But for a few rounds, he went toe-to-toe with him, and it was really interesting to watch.
He did really
and it was a massive success.
And when veterans like James Toney call it out, it stings, not because of jealousy, but because it's truth from someone whose legacy doesn't need Mayweather's validation. Toney fought and beat true killers in their primes. This isn't hate, it's pure boxing IQ calling out the smoke and mirrors era that Floyd helped shape. The same era that now churns out TikTok bouts, YouTuber spectacles, and laughable pay-per-view events. The problem isn't just Floyd's past choices, it's what he's still doing. The endless exhibition fights, cringe-worthy press events, and wild rumors, like a potential bout with Rio Ferdinand, all scream desperation hidden beneath designer labels. These fights are supposedly just for fun, yet Floyd insists he's fighting by choice, not need. But at what point does constantly claiming wealth start to look like he's covering up something else?
Some may make 10 or 20 million, but I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
Because that's exactly the question a lot of people are quietly asking. Is Floyd Mayweather truly as wealthy as he claims, or is it all just a facade keeping his house of cards from collapsing? Joe Rogan didn't hold back when he brought this up on his podcast. He pointed to Floyd's extravagant spending, the million-dollar watches, and his obsession with projecting a billionaire lifestyle, and said it straight. That kind of living only works if the money keeps flowing. That's why Floyd keeps taking low-risk, high-payoff fights against opponents with little to no boxing credibility. It's not about competition, it's about keeping the cash coming and maintaining the image. As 50 Cent bluntly put it,
Arnold Schwarzenegger, limited edition AP, all factory, 1.8 million right here. The $20 bills section. We like to call this the Andrew Jackson section, but I like to call it wallpaper. 200,000 in 20s. I heard in the song you can get the biggest Chanel bag in the store if you want it. Well, it's the biggest Chanel bag in the...
This is a man seemingly living paycheck to paycheck. A man who had to request a delay from the IRS on a $22 million tax bill following the Pacquiao fight. A man facing federal scrutiny over undisclosed cryptocurrency promotions. A man who still hasn't fully settled payments with Logan Paul for their exhibition bout. And yet, he continues to claim he earns $20 to $30 million for every non-sanctioned sparring session against an influencer. If that were truly the case, why are these legal battles still unresolved? Why does he feel the need to constantly broadcast just how wealthy he supposedly is?
Money made. Aaron Mayweather Jr. No money green on it. Change it up. Change it up. Change it up. That's what we do. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's what we did. I need everybody, all the fighters all around the world. MMA, boxers, follow this man right here. We get the job done. Money man, and y'all know the rest.
People who are genuinely secure in their wealth and legacy don't need to broadcast it constantly. Floyd isn't just chasing money, he's chasing the appearance of being unstoppable, untouchably rich. The more he pushes that image, the more artificial it feels. The value isn't in the dollars anymore, it's in how others perceive him. And that perception is starting to crack. The respect Floyd once commanded in boxing isn't slipping because he lost a fight, it's slipping because he's turned his name into a spectacle. Real insiders, guys like Tony, Rogan, and even Canelo, see right through it. They understand the difference between building a brand and hiding behind one. The Mayweather brand used to symbolize hard work, dedication, and skill. Now, it's more about selfies, private jets, flashy stunts, auctioning off exhibition fights to the highest bidder, and, of course, calling all of that building wealth.
One thing, me and my buddy got it clear.
We said as long as it's 10 or 20, no problem. Anything less, can't be less than 10, because then we're struggling for money.
I had to show Eddie some of the account. Eddie, hold on.
Imagine how much money Floyd Mayweather would have made if I was his promoter back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Two hungry fuckers for money.
And that all directly impacts his reputation. Every time Floyd steps into the ring with an influencer, he chips away at the weight of his own legacy. When fights aren't about pride, competition, or proving greatness, but about clout and cash, he gives critics more ammunition. When veterans like Tony say Floyd would have been washed in the 90s, people take notice. When someone like 50 Cent calls him out for dodging payments, the message spreads. And when fans laugh at the mere idea of a Floyd versus Rio Ferdinand matchup, the illusion of invincibility begins to crumble. Each stunt chips away at the myth he's built for decades.
Easy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight?
Not every critique comes from envy, and not every question stems from hate. Sometimes, it's just the world trying to get through before it's too late. Floyd Mayweather has always been a master of control, controlling the pace, the contracts, and the stories. But lately, that control seems to be slipping. When multiple influential voices, people who rarely see eye to eye, start sounding the same alarm, it's worth pausing. Maybe they're not just talking, they could be trying to save him from himself. Floyd's rise was historic, his discipline inside the ring unmatched, and he certainly earned respect for his hustle. Yet even the greatest can stumble when the empire they've built starts showing cracks.
Just another ordinary day, chilling in an EWB Rolls Royce. For those that don't know what an EWB is, that's an extended wheelbase Rolls Royce. I need the leg. I know I ain't that tall.
There's a fine line between hustle and hustle fatigue, between healthy ambition and obsession, and between truly living rich and merely living for the image of wealth. What do you think about all this unfolding drama? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest updates.